Hello, my friends. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. It's time for another Tarot Journal with Me video, so let's grab our journals and open up to the next space or a fresh sheet. Be sure to write today's date on your page. I found this is really helpful when I come back to review my journaling because it helps me remember what was going on in my life at the time that I did the journal. I find this is really helpful, especially if I've got big decisions going on or some major event going on in my life. Now, right now, you can take a note of some of these things going on, especially if it's got some big feels associated with it. Today's card is the Eight of Swords. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann for this video because I really love the imagery and the notes that she's written about the card. If you've watched any of my other Tarot Journal with Me videos, you know that this deck really resonates with me, and so I'm hoping that it will inspire you for your journaling today. But if you have your own favorite tarot deck, feel free to pause the video and pull out your version of the Eight of Swords. Or you can even Google Eight of Swords tarot card and you will come up with tons and tons of different images. If you find one that speaks to you, that's the right one to use. So are you ready to get started? Let's go. I'd like to start by showing you the card and telling you what meanings Chris Ann has assigned to the cards. I really like how she takes the traditional meanings and updates them a little bit. She makes them feel a little bit more modern. Now, Chris Ann offers two sets of meanings to the cards that correspond to whether the card is upright or reversed, and I'm going to read them both to you because when I read tarot cards, and especially whenever I am doing journaling for my tarot cards, I use the information in both what it means when it's upright and what it means reversed. I think there's a lot of insight if we can kind of try on these things and see what's showing up for us, what resonates, what hits buttons, all that good stuff. So for the upright meanings, which she calls the Light Seer, she gives us feeling stuck, a time to open your eyes to unveil the truth, having more options than you thought, and an opportunity to let go of an old story. Now for the reversed or upside down meanings, which she calls the Shadow Seer, she gives us being a victim, feeling helpless, using your stories or past experiences as excuses to remain shackled. This is actually one of my favorite cards because it really has this meaning of the only one tying ourselves down is us. And you can really see that in the imagery that Chris Ann provides on her card. So now that we have a tiny bit of insight into the meaning of the card itself, let's start with three general questions that I like to use to get my intuitive side up and running. Number one, what stands out to you about this card? Are there colors or images or symbols that really kind of pop for you, or does the theme pop for you? Number two, what feelings or emotions come up for you when you see this card? And number three, how does this card relate to your life right now? Now I'm going to put these questions next to the cards so you can refer to them while you're journaling. But I feel this is a really important time to remind you that you're not journaling for anyone else to read, so journal however you like. Full sentences, bullet points, drawing, whatever works for you. I'm going to give us about 3 minutes to work on this part of our tarot journaling. So let's go. now we've got some notes written down about the general things that come up for us when we see the Eight of Swords. And if you've got bells going off telling you that something you noted needs more time journaling, please go explore that. This journaling is for you. So if you need to pause the video right now so that you're able to continue journaling, or as we move along, if you want to continue journaling on this rather than what's being presented to you, go for it. You can also just kind of put a little note and come back to it at another time. The key here is the big thing. This journaling is for you to get some self-exploration going on, and so however you choose to journal, whatever you choose to journal about is exactly what you're supposed to be journaling about right now. So trust yourself and go for it. When I'm studying tarot cards, I like to find different questions that can take me deeper into journaling about how the card shows up in my life and see what comes up from a more detailed exploration. So I usually come up with questions that I put down so that at a later time I can either journal more or even use in my tarot card reading sessions. Now, you are welcome to dig into one or all of these questions that I have come up with in this session of journaling, or again, you can go back and keep journaling on what came up for you when we were writing down some notes for the general questions, or you can even journal about something that you think is unrelated to the card. Although I would argue that if it's coming up now, it's related somehow. Maybe that's what you journal about. Now for the Eight of Swords, the questions that I've come up with and that I'm choosing to share with you today are: where in your life do you feel confusion, frustration, or a sense of being stuck? Do you feel analysis paralysis? About what? What stories would you most like to get rid of? And what would happen if you tried on new beliefs, perspectives, or actions? Now again, I'm going to put these questions next to the cards so you can refer to them while you're journaling. Remember, just trust yourself and allow yourself to dig into it. I'm going to give us about 20 minutes to work on this part of our journaling. So let's go. Okay, my friends, was that enough time? Do we need more time? Of course, you can always pause if you need more time, or stick a pen in it and come back to do more journaling later. But if you actually want more time running in the videos for the future, please drop a comment below and let me know, because I want to help you have the time that you need for journaling and exploring yourself. Now, when you think you're done, I have one more set of questions for you to consider writing about. Number 1, what did I learn about myself? And number 2, what advice came up, if any? Number 3, how do I feel about what I journaled? And number 4, are there any suggestions for what I should journal on next that have come up during this entire process? Just taking a few quick notes about this can be really helpful for integrating any aha moments that you had, and it also gives you a jumping off point for a whole new journaling session, which is awesome because a lot of people have a hard time trying to figure out what to journal on. They want to write, but they don't know what to write. So this can be a really great place that you find different themes, or even symbols or colors. Anything that strikes you is totally fair game for future journaling sessions. So that's it for today's Tarot Journal with Me session. I'm really excited that you joined me. Thank you so much. I'm going to be back in about 7 to 10 days with another session with a new card for you, and I hope that you will join me. As I've mentioned in other videos, I am going through the astrological decans that correspond to tarot cards. So the next card is going to be the 9 of Swords, which is a card that creates a lot of fear in people whenever they see it. So I'm interested in hearing, what ends up happening for us for that one. In the meantime, if you like this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you're notified when the next one is uploaded. And of course, if you know anybody who likes journaling and likes tarot cards, please share my video with them, share the channel with them. I'm trying to grow this and reach as many people as I can to just spread the excitement of self-exploration and self-knowledge, and this is just one of the ways that I think that's possible, by journaling and using the symbols of the tarot to get us in there. So thanks again for spending time tarot journaling with me, and y'all take care out there, and I'll see you soon.